special guest from the Bayou, Angie, N-O. Hello, welcome to the show. Nice to
Thank
see you.
you.
How you doing? Is it hot down there?
I regret coming outside.
You know what? This is like the first stroll we've had on the show. You guys, you and your brother, if you want to show everybody. What's your brother's name again?
Well,
Hey, Will. We're having like a party on Aristotle for
Yay.
Throttle today. So I'm excited to have you on the show today because we're going to talk about DC because you're a big DC fan. They're releasing the Snyder Cut. How excited are you about this?
I never fangirled before, but when I heard that it was coming out, I almost crashed my car because I was going to Starbucks. I'm like, wait, I got to pull over and fangirl and not crash my car.
Yeah. I am excited for the Snyder Cut, but I'm also I'm hesitant. I like his visual style. His ideas and his vision are great. His use of slow motion is a lot. He uses slow motion.
A lot.
However, I feel like he misses the mark with Superman.
He's the reason I like Superman. I never, ever liked Superman. Like,
You never liked Superman?
he's so corny. He was just so corny. I couldn't relate to him.
Listen, have you watched the show? I like him because I like corny jokes. I like
Well, that
corny
makes
things.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He's not corny anymore to me because I really appreciated Man of Steel.
You like the darkness?
I kind of related to him because when you think about it, he's a minority in that movie. As far as he knew, he was the only alien.
Yeah.
And as a minority, when you go somewhere, people will never let you forget in a way that you're a minority. So he was kind of struggling with, I can destroy everything, but I'm not, but I can.
Yeah.
Like when the guy threw the beer can at his head, he could have completely murdered that guy, but he didn't.
That's true.
I'm like, I understand your anger, Superman, because every time old white ladies touch my hair, I want to freak out.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Now, we share a special power.
Yes. Our
On
hair
top-
goes up and out.
Yeah, somehow it draws strangers in and their hands close. What was the most inappropriate circumstance in which someone wanted to touch your hair?
I worked at Lululemon, and I was helping this customer, and I guess she thought we were like really, really close, and she decided, oh, your hair, oh, I thought it would feel like wool. It doesn't feel like wool at all.
Golly.
I'm like, and I'm trying to dodge, and she's like, no, let me touch it, and literally got upset that I wouldn't let her touch my hair, and then told my manager that I was being rude.
She told on you. It's little things like that, though, that add up over time, because over your life, you're experiencing this. It's not a unique experience. It happens time and time again. One time I was walking through a parking lot, and this woman just pulls up next to me in her car, and she's like, I saw you in the supermarket. I always wanted to touch hair like that. I was wondering what it would feel.
It feels like hair.
Exactly. Let's get back to Superman and let's fight about this. Looking at the movie, I'm like, it looks cool. There are like really cool iconic moments in this. The fighting is cool. But when it comes to the character of Superman, I take like a deep issue with it. I just don't think he reveres Superman.
That's how I felt about Christopher Nolan and Batman.
Yeah.
Like the Nolan Batman were for people who like, yeah, he exists, but I don't know much about him. How do I jump in? And I usually kind of like introduce people to Batman through the Nolan Batman.
I usually introduce them through Batman and Robin, the movie.
I consider that a parody. Like if we were to make fun of Batman and try to take it seriously, Batman and Robin is what you should watch.
You know, I didn't hate it when I watched it the first time. I was just like, this is goofy and funny.
That one dragged us to go see it. And I'm like, I don't want to see it. Chris O'Donnell. We learned our lesson with Chris O'Donnell.
I'm going to quote you on that. Haven't we learned our lesson with Chris O'Donnell? So Blurred Words does not like soups generally, but also agrees that you should save your dad if there's a tornado coming and you have superpowers.
It'll be like on A League of Their Own when they were trying to give different hand signals to your girl and she was just walking back and forth like, wait, if I save him, he's going to fuss at me later, probably whip me. And if I don't save him, he'll die. Then I won't have him whip me, so I don't know.
Fair enough.
So that's that.
Ron says, "Let me ask this: what is so wrong with having a hero that exudes hope and empathy? Why does he have to be a mopey My Chemical Romance fan?" Listen, I like My Chemical Romance,
I
Robert
like
T.
too. I'm kind of offended.
I learned the other day, live on Aristotle Full Throttle, that Gerard Way, the singer from My Chemical Romance, is the creator of the Umbrella Academy. The Batfleck situation. What did you think about Batfleck?
So initially, when it was announced that he was going to be Batman, I was like, "No, wait, this could work."
I liked his dynamic with Alfred in the Zack Snyderverse.
I love that. Like, you had me at Jeremy Irons. I'm gonna go see that. I love Jeremy Irons.
I liked Wonder Woman. A lot of people didn't like Wonder Woman.
I,
You didn't like it?
I don't like Wonder Woman.
You don't like the character Wonder Woman?
No.
What is it about?
I got a lot of shit for that too. You're a girl. How could you not like she's not the only girl super.
She's not. And Shy did not like the Wonder Woman movie either. So.
And that's why we're friends.
that is what makes you guys friends. Nobody knows what Snyder is going to do. It's like Fight Club. First rule of Snyder Cut is we don't talk about Snyder Cut. That's what Blurred Word says.
If you go to his Twitter and go like through it, he did put big chunks of the movie out over the years. I don't know if he like deleted anything, but I'm sitting like, oh, we could have got this. What?
Yeah.
So.
Ron Perty is throwing some shade here. He says, "Great, and even moodier Cyborg."
If you think about Cyborg's entire situation, can you blame him?
I mean, the dude is just a head and part of an arm. I think a chest and an arm.
He's practically Darth Vader, only not.
I think the problem, personally, that DCEU has is that it's not a dedicated enough branch of
and they
Warner
don't
Brothers.
listen to their fans. I hate that. Like, Marvel listens, and that's why Endgame and Infinity War was so successful, because it's like the Russos were like, "What do you guys want to see?" Well, let's do this, and it was like, noted, and you got that. Meanwhile, Warner Brothers like, "Shut up and give us your money. You're gonna come see the shit anyway."
That's true. Ron Perty says, "I'm sure James Gunn has made a good version of Suicide Squad." Well, James Gunn's doing the next Suicide Squad. I think, what is it called? Suicider Squatter? I wish the live-action Justice League Dark was still going to happen with Matt Ryan and directed by Del Toro. Wow, that would have been Oscar winner. Marvel owns Miles Morales, though, so we do have a Spider-Man. I guess we're talking about...
I guess we have half of a Spider-Man because he's half Latino and half black.
Miles Morales, is he Dominican or Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican? Well, he's from your part of the world.
Mm-hmm. He's from New York, which is funny because, people look at me in New York and they're like, it depends on where I am in the country, but, they'll just speak Spanish to me in New York because I look like a guy who speaks Spanish. I speak pretty good Spanish, but I'm not fluent. That
reminds me, like when we were in Tennessee, everybody, when they like hear you or like they see you and they know like, you're from New Orleans, say baby. We say the word baby a little differently, but it's not intentional.
How do you say it? How's it supposed to?
Well, usually we say babe.
Babe. We only use it when it's in a term of endearment and when we're like having a really good conversation. So like, baby, did you see her hair, girl?
No, I'm gonna say that like Carl Weathers, baby. Now give us like the craziest sentence in that accent.
There's a local radio station that used to sign off for like stereotypical Cajun stuff, and one of them is like, you got to bite them head off that little crawfish.
I don't even know what you just said.
You have to bite the head off them crawfish.
One more time again.
You have to bite the head off them there crawfish.
Angie, you're a wonderful guest. You're full of sunshine, literally and figuratively, and we appreciate you for it. And I appreciate your enthusiasm for the DCEU.
I blame my mom. I couldn't go outside and play as a kid, and she was like, here, watch TV. Oh, wait, let's go to the bookstore every Tuesday, and I would buy comics every Tuesday. And then, oh, look, Batman's having a show that's coming on Thursday nights, 1992. I'm like, wow, this guy's great. I'm going to be Batman when I grow up.
Always be
but
Batman.
You're a girl. I know.
That's what they say. They say, always be yourself. And
if not, always be Batman.
Yeah. Always be Batman. Thank you so much for joining us. And everybody on on all of the different platforms. I hope you come back on Monday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and get some beignets. I'm
Bye.
Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro in the know with the fro, and I'll see you later.